Amplify is the start of a 3-month journey. What we realized many moons ago is that when you get to the manager of managers, there's a lack of support to help you transition from that hands-on management role into more of a leadership focused role. And so what we've designed is created a 3-month transformation journey. We go through an intensive catalyst to give you some new ideas and new beliefs about the way leadership can work effectively. And then we move into an implementation support process.
When you're leading a team, you sometimes do feel a little bit that you're alone. And so coming here with a group of like-minded individuals helps. Sharing our own experiences with one another has been really awesome. And contextualizing some of those tools and how we might put them into our own workplaces and lives.
I've been in a space of growing with staff and still in that management space, and I'm moving into a leadership role soon. So it's giving me a lot of ideas on how I can manage bringing our team up.
People we work with are really busy. They're in meetings all day, they've got 100 things to do all the time. And so trying to do transformational change is often believed to be in big steps. What we think is it's a series of small steps that are practical and are simple to implement, that they can get their heads around really quickly and they can use when they go straight back to work.
Always super busy, go, go, go. So taking that time out to really clear yourself. Jimmy had some real good science behind it too, so it wasn't just, hey, this is something you could use, but he actually backed it up with stats that people who use this perform a hell of a lot better.
I think the pressure on you as a leader is always to deliver. What you don't do then is stop to think about how just small incremental changes can actually get you there much quicker. What is the 1% that you can do consistently and not feel overwhelmed doing?
Not traditional at all. Because you're not sitting there looking at endless PowerPoints. Everyone's fully engaged, everyone's fully paying attention.
I like the small numbers. There's only 8 of us in there, so you can't really hide, which is good. And Jimmy kind of brings you out of your shell, brings us all to the fore. You don't have to go away and implement this whole big plan. It's just like acronyms that you can remember in the moment when you're talking to someone with only your team members and you're going through something a little bit tricky. You can just bring those out and say, let's nail it using this trick.
Jimmy, from the get-go, set everyone at ease and made everyone feel safe enough to start diving into what we wanted to cover and start sharing our own stories. This whole workshop, all the experience, is called Simplify to Amplify. That's exactly what it says on the tin.
Doing this course has really changed how I see and approach leadership from now on. I'll be moving on from being a manager to being a leader. This course has opened my eyes to a new way of looking at things and has given me the toolkit or backpack to face many of those leadership challenges.
I burned out in 2017, having been a GM that was trying to do it all, overworked, overwhelmed. I learned the hard way, unfortunately, what that cost could be to an individual. What I've done over the last 8 years is built our entire business around how do we stop that happening to other people. The purpose for me is to turn this tide against overwhelmed, overworked leaders and disengaged teams, and to create a workplace that's happier and more fun and more energized. These smart, capable people that work in our organizations will speed the boat up anyway. We're just taking away the stuff that's holding them back.
I now feel a bit more like I'm going back to work with more of a strategy and a bit more intention.
I would recommend it for people who are in that middle part of their career. It's a great opportunity to learn from others that are ahead of you, others that are on the same part of the journey as you, and others that might be a little bit behind.
I feel very comfortable with the people around me. I'm learning from hearing their reflections.
The experience is not quite like anything I've experienced in the past. Learning plenty and just looking at implementing this into my day-to-day living, and hopefully there's an ongoing experience with Jimmy and the wider team as well. I just really appreciate the opportunity.
This is an experience where you walk out having had the real issues that you're wrangling with on a daily basis actually solved.